Hey, my name is Brent with Cloudy with the Chance of Meeples, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 2 to 5 player game in which you'll be drafting little dinosaur meeples, creating your own little dinosaur zoo. Today, we're looking at Draftosaurus. Okay, so the radar overview for Draftosaurus plays 2 to 5 players. So in the game box, there's 5 of these boards. You have the summer side and the winter side, and I have to say they're both just fantastic. So you get a die as well as a bag full of dino meeples. Check them out in all their gloriousness. So good. This bag's actually an upgraded bag component from the Board Game Geek online store. It's got a cover of or a picture of the cover artwork, and it's just awesome. And yes, so you grab these dinosaurs. Each round there'll be you'll pick 2. So let me point them out here. You got I think I got one of each. Okay, so you have the little Triceratops, or yellow. I believe this to be a Diplodocus, which is pink. Spinosaurus is orange. What else do you got here? Oh yeah, Stegosaurus in blue. The mighty old T-Rex is red. And then rounding it out is this little green one. I believe this to be like a Parasaurolophus or something of sorts. I don't know. I play board games. I'm not a paleontologist, so you can check it up on your own time. But yes, the game is played in 2 rounds, and each round you'll be putting 6 dinosaurs on your little dinosaur zoo or dinosaur park or whatever you want to call it. So the board is split up into a couple different sections. So the top area right here are that's the wooded area. If yeah, let's say that the wood area. Bottom, that's kind of like the desert area. The left side of the board has this little picture of a coffee cup, so that's just referring to the cafe side. And then on the right side has the washroom side. So those are kind of the 4 areas of the board. And why is that important, you may ask? Well, there's also then a die that comes in the game, as I mentioned, and it all correlates to where you put your dinosaur each round. So if this is rolled, you put it then in the trees. If this is rolled, and then you put it on the bottom side of the board. The bathroom side would be obviously the bathroom side. The coffee cup, you figured it out, the coffee cup side. This one's pretty cool. If you or if this is rolled, you cannot put the dinosaur you're choosing in another pen with a T-Rex. And the last side of the die is this one, means it has to go in an empty pen. I should also mention there is the river, and any dinosaur you put in the river is worth 1 point at the end, and then each of them have scoring. So this, you're trying to get all the same. This is if you have the most of that specific dinosaur compared to all of your opponents, and even if you're tied with the most, you get that those 7 points. This is the pen of differences, so you kind of want one of each. This is any 3 dinosaurs. This is 2 of the same dinosaur, equals 5 points. And then this, if this is the only dinosaur of that type on your board, you will get 7. So on a round, everybody playing takes 6 dinosaurs. 2, 4, you know what, let's put one back. They pick 6 dinosaurs, and then there's one person, active player, they roll the die. Okay, so then everybody must then pick a dinosaur and place it in the desert section, except for the person who was the active player that rolled the die. So if I was the active player, I could choose any one of my dinosaurs and put it anywhere I wanted, whereas all the other players would pick a dinosaur and then put it in one of those 3 pens. So if this is what I had, maybe I take the T-Rex, because I also forgot to mention each T-Rex or each pen that has a T-Rex is worth 1 additional point. 1 additional point at the end of the game. So maybe I put it there. And then I'd pass all the dinosaurs to the person to my left, and then the next round I'd be getting, that would be 5 dinosaurs. And then it will be rolled again, and it turns out to be on the coffee cup side. So once again, I'd pick a dinosaur, I'd put it then on the coffee cup side if I'm not the active player. This goes around until you've used all 6 of your dinosaurs, and then you start round 2. You grab another 6 dinosaurs, and then you do it again. 2 rounds, you add up the score, and that is how you play. And then the second side of the board, it's snowy, just like where I am. Good old Canada. So yes, it has a few different ways to score. This is alternating 2 different types of dinosaurs. This is 2 points for every dinosaur of the one that you put in here. Let's say I put in T-Rex there. I'll get 2 points for every T-Rex to the person to my right. This equals 2 different pens, and if you get one of each, or sorry, if you get a dinosaur of the same type on each side, like so, that would become 6 points. You can put a dinosaur here, and then just before scoring, you move it anywhere on the board so you can kind of plan ahead. And then this is one kind of like a pyramid. You can stack dinosaurs here, like this and like this. But then these 2 cannot be the same as adjacent. So I couldn't put a T-Rex on either of these, but I could put Triceratops there, and Diplodocus there, and then I could put a T-Rex on the top. And so that's how that scores, and that is how you play Draftosaurus. Okay, so my final forecast for Draftosaurus, a light 2 to 5 player game. I have to say, from the first time I played this game, first time I saw it, I was drawn in. You know why? Because who doesn't love little dinosaur meeples? Like, let's be honest. Like, they're fantastic. I absolutely love those. Let me not lose that one. But you know what? It's just such a fun, fast game. And really, every time we play this game, you know, we play the summer one, we flip it over, we play the winter one, we add our 2 scores together, and that, yeah, 15 minutes. Super accessible. I love it that it introduces the mechanic of drafting. So many people I talk to board games about, maybe they don't have, or they're not into the board game hobby like I am. So they're like, what does drafting mean? I think this is a simple game in which they can grasp that concept. Each round, you take a handful of dinos, you pick one, you put it on your board, you pass it around. At the end, you see what you got, and hopefully you came out ahead. And I have to say, just top notch. I love the little the placement die. So the active player each round rolls it, and they don't have to abide by the die. And sometimes you want to abide by it, or you should, but yeah, it's just great. I will say in a 5-player game, there may be a tiny disadvantage for, I think it would be the first and second player, because they would only get to roll the die 2 times in a round or in a whole game versus 3 in a 4-player game and 4 in a 3-player game, if my math is correct. But besides that, yeah, it's just fantastic. I know there's a couple expansions coming out. I don't know when exactly, but 2 new boards, adding more dinos, and who doesn't want more dinos? So fantastic little game. I've decided I don't want to rate my games on a scale of 1 to 10. I want to go with the theme of cloudy with a chance of meeples. So I want to go with the probability of rain. And with the higher probability of rain means higher chances you're going to pull the game and not hang out outside in the rain, but rather spend time with friends and family around the table, having some fellowship and playing games. So probability of rain for Draftosaurus, I'm giving it 90% chance of meeples because it is an absolutely fantastic game. So if you're looking for that light filler game or one that you can play with, younger children, even at the age of 6 or 7, check out Draftosaurus.